Hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Honeymoon Traders. And today is May 26th, and this is not financial advice. And we will go over the chart for the SPY S&P 500. And here we have the SPY chart, and this is Friday. And on Friday, we were trading around the 294, 295 area. And I had drawn a trend line from early market hours, pre-market hours, and all the way through the day, and pretty much threw my line out there all the way to today and into the future. And so that's a primary trend line. And what happened today on Tuesday? Well, we had a huge gap up. Huge. I mean, we closed at 296. We were at 296 on Friday. And Monday, there was a quick session of futures, which was opened at the 298 level. And then for Tuesday, we were up even higher at the 301 level. So here I drew a secondary trend line from the early market hours on Monday and followed it through to just before opening on Tuesday here, and we followed it through. I will zoom in here so we can get a better view. Come on. All right. So this is the primary trend line from Friday, and this is the secondary trend line from the early pre-market hours. And I drew it from the low of what it was on Monday to the low right before the market opened. That was a secondary trend line. And also I drew another trend line that I show where every time it came up to a certain level, the 301.75 to 302, anyway, every time it came up to this level at the pre-market hours, once, twice, and it went above it a third time, but by the time when the market opened, it started crashing. So that's the resistance line right there. And this is how you can use trend lines to make educated trades. So the market opened, and it went to 302 right before it opened, and then we'll open at 302, I guess, and then quickly started fading down. And then it hit this trend line, the secondary trend line from earlier in the morning, quick bounce, and then failed on that trend line. So right there, you could have said, all right, well, if I buy a put here, if it keeps going up, my stop is 302. I mean, pretty much, but it didn't, and it had a quick fade down. So that's the resistance. I mean, you could have worked this trend, you could have worked this resistance line all day long, and those were your trades. Because at no point did it want to go back to the 302 level at all, because we had such a huge gap up. It went from the 294, 295, 96, all the way to 302. That's huge. And so, yeah, uh, when you have that much of a gap up, there's going to be some resistance. So anyway, using these trend lines, the to play the trades, I guess it would be, taking on this resistance at the 945 time frame. You could have bought a put, the 301 put, or 301.50 if they had it, and then played it down to the 10 o'clock. And if you were brave enough to keep holding on to it, you could have kept it all the way to 12 o'clock and made more. So let's see. That is the 301. We'll go with the 301 put. I think he could have kept with the 301 put all day long. All right. So this huge gap up today, and then that option gap down. But we're not looking at that. Oh, let's go to the 1 day, 1 minute, so we can see it better. There we go. All right. Earlier today, I can't zoom in any better because the gap doesn't let me. But earlier today at the 9:45 time frame, he could have bought a put at 61 cents, and he could have sold it at the 10 o'clock time frame at $1.03. Not much of a gain there, but it was, I would say it was a little obvious that that's what was going to happen. And if you would have held on to it a little bit longer, you could have gotten a $1.20. All right, but still, you should have been, if you got in at 60 cents and you doubled your profit, you get out. Be happy with that. And then the second time frame is the 11:30, 11:15 time frame. Let's look at the SPY chart at that time. Yeah. So here at between 10 o'clock and 11:30, it traded sideways. It was consolidating quite a bit, and it could not push past that resistance line from earlier today. And you could have bought a put at any time here at the 11:20 time frame to 11:45. You would have made money on that same put. So that's the 301 put at 11:20 to 11:45. Your what this option would have went for 50 cents. Could have got in at 50 cents and got out at $1.43. That was a good trade. I think that was one of the better trades if were watching the market this morning. The rest of the day was kind of choppy. That put would have lost all its value. And really, there wasn't any obvious trades until the end of the day. So once again at that 11:30 time frame, you would have been out of your put. And yeah, it went up, but it took forever to go up, and then it traded sideways. And when things go up or down in a long time frame kind of thing, your option starts losing value because it keeps going down, lose the value, goes down, lose the value. But anyway, there wasn't really any good call plays at all today. And once again, it hit that resistance line at what, 130, traded sideways, and you could have bought your call, 301 call, once again up here, or I'm sorry, 301 put once again up here, or you could have bought it at this time at the 230, bought the call, bought your put again, and this, and you could have played it down all the way down to the end of the day. But really, this trend line here, because it hit resistance once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and it's getting towards the end of the day, that's when I drew this trend line at 3 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, it was around here, and I drew this trend line, and then I noticed that it kept trending down. That trend line was the resistance then. And so you could have bought the same put, Could have bought the 301 put at any time here, and by the end of the day, you would have made some money. All right. That 301 put, same option. Once, twice, three times today. And what happened? Wow. Your 40 cents put, okay, from 3:30 to 4 o'clock, 40 cents put was worth $2.20. Unfreaking believable. Now that was a good play. If you got in on that, you did good. You were paying attention to the market, and you noticed your trends, and everything was set up for that one there. So that was good. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much. If you would have played the 301 put all day long, you would have made money. And yeah, and there was no call plays today. There was just none. I didn't see any. And so now here we are. It hit the 298 level, which is what the morning session was, around a 298 level, wasn't it? Yeah, right here. Oh yeah, right here. 299.50. Okay. 299.50 at last night. And there was the turnaround there. It was a liquidation break, and I guess that was the support. 298, 299 was definitely support. And here we are after hours, and it is almost up to 300. Oh, there we go. We're going to hit 300 again. So looks like it might be a bullish day tomorrow. Who knows? Could be up, could be down. We'll see what happens. But those were definitely your plays today. Your plays were all puts today. 1, bam. 2, bam. And 3 at the end of the day. Bam, bam. That was the big one. Okay, everybody. Good talking to you. Happy trading, and good luck out there. Be safe. Ciao.